What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my teeny tiny little channel. I am on my way up to S&S Speed Shop. You may remember me mentioning this shop in a previous video. They're the guys that did all the final welding on the chassis of my Model A project recently. So I've got another project that I'm taking up to them. Unfortunately, as much as I would love for this car to be mine, it is not, but it belongs to a good friend, and we're gonna get this thing sorted out, and it's gonna be badass when it comes back. It's actually pretty cool right now, but we're gonna sort some things out, change some stuff around, and let me show you what I'm taking up there. That's right, boys and girls. This is a 1968 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. This thing is pretty awesome as it sits. It's got a big block 454 with a 6-speed. Some really trick parts on this. It's sitting on coilovers all the way around. The plan for this car is to actually remove that big block and the 6-speed and make it, you know, pretty much more drivable. It's carbureted, and there was an issue with this car not long ago where it actually backfired and caught fire. That's why you see all that dust and grime on the car, because we had to hit it with a fire extinguisher to save the car. Most all the parts and the engine are already up at the shop, and we're gonna head up there, drop off the car, and we'll take a little bit more of an in-depth look at what we're starting with. And then I will keep you guys updated. Hopefully each week I'll do a small segment on this car and kind of show you the progress as we move along. Quite a bit of stuff is gonna be done to this car. Should be a neat project. I know I'm excited to see this thing in its final form, and once we get the paint corrected on that thing, it's just, the paint is beautiful. The color is awesome. I believe it's an original color, but once it's shined up, polished and everything, it's really gonna be a beautiful, beautiful car. All right, we're gonna head off to the shop. All right, we're here at the shop. I'm gonna drop this thing off, and we'll open it up, and I'll kind of walk you around the car, show you what we're starting with, and explain a little bit about what we're gonna do to it, what's gonna change, and what's gonna remain. No, so the story is, he was out driving it one night, just kind of cruising around Grapevine, and it got warm, got hot, so he pulled into a parking lot and shut it down, called me, and I was like, I'll just come get you, you know, no sense in chancing it. So when I got up there, I set the trailer down, and he went to fire it up to pull it onto the trailer, and all of a sudden, just underneath the hood, so it just shot a bunch of fuel back up, caught on fire. Luckily I had a fire extinguisher, and we were able to put it out pretty quick. There she is. So that's a big block 454. That motor's, it's a beast. Good little motor, just not exactly what he's looking for in this particular car. So that is coming out, LS is going in. As far as the interior, it's going to remain pretty much stock. Now we're swapping out the steering wheel with something a little bit more period correct that looks like it would have come with the car. Obviously the manual transmission is going to go away, and it's going to be swapped over to an automatic. And the seats, we're going to see if we can source some seats out of a Fiero. They look really good when they're recovered and done correctly, and sitting in this car, you wouldn't really even know that they're out of a Fiero, but they will be way more comfortable to drive for long periods of time and stuff. Side pipes are going to go away. I think there's just a panel that is going to go down there. And the headlights, I guess they're on a vacuum system originally, but we've got a kit that is going to make them electric. So that'll be a nice little upgrade. Let's head inside, check out what's going on. Well, there she is, dropped off. She's in good hands. I'm definitely excited to see progress on this thing and how it kind of all comes together. So as much as I would love that car to be mine, it is not. But I have the honor of kind of being the liaison, or I don't know, call it what you want. I'm basically kind of the middleman between the owner and the shop, and just tracking down parts and making sure everything goes together smoothly and it turns out the way that the owner and I have talked about what it should be. These guys, they're gonna do a great job. I already know that because I have my Model A up here, and that was kind of a test car, I guess. I brought it up. I needed the work done, but I kind of wanted to see what that process was like and how it was to work with them. Very happy with that. So I turned the owner of this Corvette onto this shop, and we were able to get in a pretty timely manner. There's so many shops out there that are just absolutely swamped, but these guys are rocking and rolling. So stay tuned for progress on this one for sure, and I'll try to update you guys a little bit each week or so. Please consider subscribing if you like these kinds of cars and hot rods and all this stuff that I'm working with. And thanks for watching. Stay hungry, stay foolish.